right, everybody. Welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 738 for this beautiful Thursday?
Wednesday.
Man, I'm way off. Wednesday evening. It's because I do all the stuff ahead of time for all the members and everything. So my brain's already on Thursday.
Yeah.
But thank you all for being here on this beautiful evening. We are so happy to have you on this evening because we are going to have questions from the Discord. That is just simply questions, random questions from the community, the people studying with our program, our system, just getting that extra help for free.
That's right.
We got people on here that are, just getting by with what we have to offer for free. They're getting free help, and we're going to answer some of that stuff because we are working with a greater good here. We are really trying. And I know it was like the 4th yesterday, right? Was it?
Yeah, it was.
And we talk about independence and freedom in this country, but we got to work on our own independence and freedom. There's still many of us who are still slave to the grind.
Yeah.
We're still slave to the job. We're still slave to the bills. We're still slave to debt. We have not earned that freedom just yet. There's certain freedoms that we enjoy as an American that I appreciate. There, certain veterans that are even on right now that have paid that price. Shout out to Timothy in Ohio. He's a vet, guys. That have paid that price, like Jamie's husband, Mark, who helps out on the Discord, that has helped us pave that way, and all the many other veterans that we do have on here as well that an end of the past to protect those freedoms that we had whether what we feel about this country or not, it's ours to change, I feel. And
home.
Yeah, it's our home. I mean, there's lots of things, obviously in history we can't undo, not in here, we can't undo it.
No.
So we just got to make the future better.
I was gonna say, we can learn from it.
We learn from it, make the future better. That's what I think. Better. And it all starts with individual effort, such as you guys studying. Yeah, yes, absolutely. Changing the way the financial industry works, changing the faces that it represents, changing the communities that get serviced. It all begins, with all of us doing individual effort to have that growth mindset of pushing ourselves to that next level. And that growth mindset starts with that positive mental attitude and being in a community that supports and pushes you into a positive way. And you found us. This is what we do. Studying Brew, KonaButterflyz, and this is what we do nightly. If you're brand new, my name is Andy. I am the guy that runs all the back office, all the background stuff over at KonaButterflyz. But you're not here for me. You're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and that Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know so that way you too can get that license on your way to that financial freedom.
Yes.
Yeah, we had a great night last night. We had a very mellow 4th of July, Brandy and I. No kids, just the barbecue, her with her veggies, me with my ribs, and just watching Kona shake all over the floor and drool because he is so frightened of fireworks. It was not pretty.
No.
But we're here tonight, and we're going to make it happen. We're going to do the Discord. And we got a lot of things going on. There's a lot going on, guys. And we're very excited about it. And we can't wait to get you your pass notice. And so I'm just going to jump right into it because we got somebody that's going to talk tonight. And I'm all fired up about it, to be honest with you. Speaking about Jamie, if you guys are on the Discord or you've been on the Studying Brew, you know who Jamie is. She's passed all her exams with us. She's up from Oregon. She helps on the Discord. Well, she's going to step it up and she's going to help us out a little bit more. I'm going to bring her in like independently, and she's actually going to do private tutoring for us. She's going to help out people, and there's going to be a way for to schedule private tutoring for members and help that out and see what we can do to raise another level over here at Kona, help people get to that next level. So we'll be looking out for that soon. We're going to have her, and you can schedule her out on the calendar. She has limited time. She's got family and all that. So she's going to just do that and help us out. So if you need that extra help, that one-on-one that Brandy cannot do, we're going to be able to have someone do those with you on the SIE and all those different little tutoring sessions. I've had other people that want to also help out and do tutoring. So we might have our own fleet of tutorers rolling out soon and just helping more people. And we're just going to have I'm going to raise the community to another level.
Yes.
And it won't, the money won't go to Brandy and I at all. It'll go straight to the tutors. So we're going to set them up, and then that way they can make a little extra hustle, a little extra cash, and help out the greater community and help them pass those exams. And the only thing is, you got to be a member. That's my only thing, because the tutors only teach off of our material.
Yes.
That's it. So you got to be a member. You got to be a part of that. So that way you can get that tutoring service. But it's going to be great. So I feel it's going to be great to help out, some of you that just need a little bit more extra.
Right.
And what do they say? Like Vidal Sassoon says, if you guys look good, we look good. So we all want you all to look good. We want to finish out this year extra on another higher end level.
Yes.
Yeah. So whatever it takes, right?
Right.
Okay, ready? Let's go. Speaking of members, if you have not joined up with our membership and you want to get on the new tutoring that's coming and all the great stuff that's coming to be rolling out this week and next, we got online on-demand courses, audios, videos. We got study guides, SIE 663, $20 each. They're ebooks, and you can print them out as well as read them on your e-reader, whatever that may be, an e-reader. I'm trying to not promote any type.
Just say your mobile device
or tablet.
Just mobile device.
Well, because any of them could be an e-reader. See, guys, this is married couples working together, right?
E-reader.
This is like, see,
not the 2000s.
This is like married couple, like the live. Look, we're just normal people.
By the way, e-reader is a trademark.
Is it really?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. No, I'm like, don't they have the Kindle?
They have a Kindle. Yeah, but they were.
I think e-reader is like the blanketed generic.
E-readers are the Nook and like the ones where you just can read on.
I'm just trying to be careful not to mention what we use.
Just do mobile devices on all of your electronic devices.
Okay. Does that make you happy?
Yes.
All right.
That's more blanket. E-readers.
We have 26. Can I go continue now? Yeah. 26 course notes. You can all print them out on your. Are we still allowed to say printer?
Yeah, not your dot matrix though.
Your printing device. Oh my gosh, true story. Her sister is a millennial. She tries to get in on the Generation X, but she's a millennial. So when she says things like, "I wish I had a dot matrix printer," well, that is spoken by somebody who did not have one, because those things sucked. There's nothing cool about them at all. They were slow. They were loud. They jammed.
Gosh.
They putting the ink in them. There's nothing fun about those things at all.
And then you had to fold each end because you had the perforated, the perforated edges, and you had to clean them all perfect. Yes.
Look at that. Joanna coming in clutch again. E-reader. It's a noun for handheld device in which electronic versions of books, newspapers, magazines, and etc. can be read. I didn't use it wrong. Look at that. All right. Thanks, Joanna. Orientation Replay explains everything that we do. Kona Community, our Discord. We're going to show you that in a minute. If you want to ask more questions, 866-8KONA, 866-439-5662. That's where you can reach us at text or email. Text, voicemail. And then, of course, you can always email us, too, at KonaButterflyz@gmail.com. And Brandy is only on the Discord. All right. We got live sessions happening tomorrow. I think I'm all trying to pull it out of my head. Series 6 is communication. We're going to go over that. And then SIE is going to be prohibited activities. It is a repeat from the 4th, but that was already recorded and already put out. But if you weren't able to make it, we do a repeat on Thursdays. And of course, you can always have those live questions that we did not do. Yes. Series 6 is a whole thing that we have not had that on yet, right? So this is going to be a new topic for the week, and that will be recorded, and the replay will be out. All this fun starts at 7 a.m. in Hawaii, 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. in the East. SIE, 11 a.m. Hawaii, 2 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. in the East. Yeah?
Yeah.
And do we have any other announcements for that? No? We're it, right?
Yeah.
If you're not following us on Instagram, I wish you would, because when they let me know and they give me a picture, guess what?
What?
We add another one to the Kona Hall of Fame. And today we add another one to the Kona Hall of Fame. Congratulations to Angel Gonzalez. He is now fully licensed And if you've been following along, it was only a short week ago that he was on here. I want to say less than a week, but I'll give him a week.
I think it was
Tuesday of last week, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And he passed the Series 6.
Mm-hmm.
And we're only a week away past the Series 63.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've been doing the math or you saw my post, it's 46 days. 46 days that he started with us.
What?
Only 46 days past the SIE, the 6, and the 63. Completely done, fully licensed, got it done, mastering those test taking techniques. And it's pretty dang awesome when they do that, when they pass those exams and get that thing knocked out. He said test taking techniques were everything. What do you want to say about this, Brandy? I was going to say the only thing this is the only bad thing I have to say about this young man and his studying. The U4 took way too long for him.
Yeah, we could have.
Because I feel like we could have like killed it in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, the U4 takes a minute. It takes me.
When I say we, mostly him. But
no, it's all him. He did all the work. But we honestly, when we did talk to him in person, remember, after he passed his SIE, and he just said full buy-in to the techniques. I think we, when I mean we, I did the same thing. You resist it a lot. We resisted a lot because there's just no way that we can rely on just our power of observations and, and making connections that weren't the vocabulary of the test that we're studying. But I truly feel like he proved it wrong.
I agree 100%. And I could go on and on about this, but I'd rather talk it throughout with the man, the myth, the legend, Angel, joining us tonight. I don't know where he's joining us. Last time it was a party for him with his all the RVPs from his office. And I don't know what's going on tonight. But I just want to say congratulations and thank you for joining us. Go ahead and unmute yourself, young man. You are fully licensed.
Yes, I'm super fired up about it, right? I actually just got out of the office. I had a KT I had to run, so I've been here all day. So just because I was studying doesn't mean I let go of my business. Okay, guys, but man, it's been a journey. It's been a journey. From the beginning, when I first started, I got called out by Andy because I was a little distracted. I was talking to one of my friends. He was being kind enough, and he was helping out our base shop, the U1 base shop, best base shop in the hierarchy, by the way, guys. And I was a little distracted. And he called me out. He's like, "Hey, like you need to pay attention because you want to pass this exam as soon as possible." So I took the challenge. I think within a week, I went out there, passed my SIE. The U4 form did take a little while, but hey, it was part of my journey, right? I just passed the Series 6, passed the 63 in a week, and I'm planning on doing the same thing with the 26. I'm not gonna stop until I'm fully licensed and I'm a principal, and then I'm gonna fully focus on my business and just build a big base shop.
That's what I'm talking about. And I know this is how we do it, and this is the method in which it has been working. I want you to go ahead and take a full simulated on that 26 and see what you get without even studying and see where we're at.
Yes, I'll do it.
Yeah,
I'll do it as soon as my window opens because I think I need to get registered.
Brandy will help you out.
I'll help you out with that. It's pretty easy.
You could take a simulated tonight.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're right. He can't.
I need to get appointed, I think.
Yeah, no. Just
don't worry, Brandy will send you.
I got you.
Okay. I appreciate you.
We'll get that simulated done without even doing it, and that way we can go ahead and
like you could probably do your simulated on Friday, if not tomorrow.
Yeah, Brandy will get that thing. I got an email going out to home office to go get a bunch of people's Kaplan stuff open so they can study too, and so we'll throw that in the mix and get you going. Because I want to get it simulated and see what you score. I bet you're going to score in the way above like 60s already.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. And then let's just keep it rolling with your base shop anyway, your hierarchy, because Josie, she barely even looked at the 26 book, took 2 simulateds and went and took the test and passed it in 7 days. So you got that to beat.
But
I'll do it in 6.
What was your week like studying for the 63? What'd you do?
Yeah, of course. So the week, I I just wake up. I wake up like at 5 a.m. I go to the gym, and I'm usually there around for an hour and a half. Then I get home, and then I study from usually 7 to 9 a.m. Every day I did that. And then after I finished with all my appointments, whether it was 9 or 10, I went to go ahead and took some quizzes. And I just did that the entire way through. Yesterday was July 4th, so I studied a little bit more because I usually study a little bit more the day before my exam, just so that I'm 100% prepared. So I studied a little bit more, even though it was July 4th, guys. I was studying. That's the type of commitment you guys have to have in order to pass these licenses.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And I
love
know
it.
the base shop you're in, Manny is our student, and as you guys may or may not know, he's already at 5 diamonds within what, 4 years?
Yeah, 3, 4, something like that.
I don't know. And most of it's because he gets his team licensed, through us. All his RVPs are all licensed through us. He's licensed through us. They do the investment side of it, and they just push those numbers and those codes. And I know what the next step for you, Angel, and I can't wait, is to build you a hierarchy and to get you going and get you to that next level. And I can't wait for you to be the youngest RVP that he's promoted.
Yep.
And to be the next diamond ring wearer as well. You can do it all this year.
And let's get your team licensed.
Yeah, let's get your team licensed. You guys want to know, like, hey, it sounds like he like studied the whole week long, nothing but. That's not how it works in his base shop. I'll tell you that right now. There's no way his coach would put a foot right where the sun don't shine if he did that. So but I'm going to tell you right now, that's exactly what he said. No bull. Like, I'm telling you guys, that's exactly the routine that he had. And test taking techniques gets it done again. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. And I'm going to tell you this. You guys all don't know yet, but we're about ready to have the youngest financial advisor we've ever gotten past an exam at 18 years old.
Yes.
Because this kid, test taking techniques, barely studying the 65, is already scoring like 90s. And I know that we can do that with Angel as well, because they've just, it's like a blank slate. They just let go and they're like, dude, I'm just going to do whatever you tell me. And I love it. Congratulations, Angel.
Super fired up. Thank you, Angel. Oh my gosh. Congratulations.
Thank you guys so much for your help. I couldn't have done it without Kona, so I appreciate it.
I know Brandy's shaking her head because she's like, all this gives you, Andy, is the permission to just put a baseball bat to people in the beginning with words, guys, with words, and get them really fired up and challenge them in a good way. Because this is what happens 46 days later. Bam.
Like, seriously. you took that and man, you talk about a positive mental attitude, the way you reacted. That's so
I'm
awesome,
excited.
Angel.
Yeah, Brandy was like, dude, you can't do that because this kid might, he might take it the wrong way. I was like, nah, he's gonna take it the right way. Watch.
And you did.
Congratulations. 46 days.
Yes.
All right. If that doesn't get you fired up, I don't know what will. Thank you, Angel, for being on here. And that kid, he just took it the right way. That's it. You can either take things in which people are trying to coach you in the right way, or you can take it in the wrong way.
Right.
And he took it the right way and ran with it.
Love it.
And I just can't wait.
Yes.
So.
Hold on. I got to make a note. Sorry. Go ahead.
Whew.
I'm going to put up the screen real quick.
All right.
You
ready?
Yeah, I'm going to put up the screen right now.
All right.
I just got to make a quick note. Quick. Wow. Because I wrote down what he did.
46 days. And did you guys hear? He just went to the gym in the morning, 5 a.m. And then he knocked it out between 7 and 9. I'm not trying to promote, but I have been listening to this Arnold Schwarzenegger Pump Club podcast, guys. It is probably the best podcast I've ever, like, for information and really living a positive life. And it's only like 5 to 6, 7 minutes.
Dude, look, Andy had like the list up on his, in the car, like of the podcast. We were listening to a different podcast. And I'm all, wait, is that Arnold's right there? It's only 8 minutes. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, click.
Yeah, and literally, and one of the things he was talking about is what Angel just covered. You cannot underestimate a routine, a positive routine that sets your mental growth and your mental mindset into the right way, and giving you that growth mindset. One of the main things that he completely talks about, and we talk about all the time at nauseum, right? We always talk about, you got to be surrounded by the right people.
Yes,
you got to be around people that push you, that challenge you, and like I challenged him, and I know that how his coach is, and it's constantly challenging, constantly pushing you and telling that you can do it. I never once challenged him and said you can't do it.
No.
I never once said that it cut him short and said there's no way that you can do this, kid. Like, I never say that to anybody. No, it's all about positive growth and pushing your mind and your abilities to the next level, because people have a way of cutting themselves short, and you never reach those other, those upper levels in which you are, wanting to achieve, unless you're going to have to dig deep, and you're going to have to put yourself in a position where you're around people that are just like that. And if you don't have that around you, you might want to look at like cutting some cords, you know what I mean? Cutting some ties with people.
Loving from a distance.
Loving from a distance. Exactly. I'm not saying you need to cut them completely out of your life, but you don't want them in your head.
Loving from a
distance. You know what I mean? It's just not going to get you there.
Right.
So I appreciate that, Angel, getting on here, but man, what an exciting thing. So let's get right to it, to the Discord. What do you want to say, Brandy?
Yeah. No, honestly, because I did see the amount of questions that we have. I do want to speak to this real quick, guys. He said he was up at 5 a.m. and went to the gym. I was speaking with somebody else today who was like, I don't know if I'm on the right routine, but and he literally said, I don't mean to babble. And he told me his morning routine, same thing, up early, gets the exercise. Guys, when I was doing 75 hard and I forced myself to get up early, we exercised in the morning. It does change everything. And now that I'm not doing it, I hate it. But also go to bed much later, but it changes everything. That moment of exercise, whether it's going for a walk, going to the gym, doing like you guys
whatever's in your ability.
What to your ability, guys. I'm not talking about like breaking a sweat, breaking a back. I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about just get the blood flowing a little bit, whatever that means to you. And especially if you could do it in the morning, your whole day changes.
Yeah, and I don't mean to plug it again, but guys, if you get on that Arnold newsletter, he has like these 10-minute easy workouts you can do in the morning.
I'm going to start the email.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, if, again, do things to your ability, go for a walk.
Yes.
Guys, walking has been proven to add life.
Yes.
Add life to your life.
Yes.
Just walking.
It's amazing.
Just walking.
Yes.
So yeah, that's a good idea, Jason. I will put that in there.
Yeah.
And I'll put that in my Discord.
Definitely.
And I'm going to tell Arnold that I did too.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. He actually sends out, his team sends out emails and corresponds with they have a village. We have a community. They have a village.
Right.
But anyways, yeah, it just add things to your life that give you positive, and get in the routine.
And
study routine will help.
It does seem like Arnold, when he talks, that he is backing it up by like research and science.
Oh yeah, he has a whole team behind him.
Awesome.
It's pretty cool.
That's awesome. It's not just somebody blowing smoke. It's like backed up, which is good. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, guys. So it is hard hitting Wednesday, but not really. It is Discord Wednesday. Like that. So it's Discord Wednesday, guys. This is our message board. This is our community right here. This is the best way to bring all of you guys from Hawaii to New York, from Alaska down to Texas.
Shout out to Hawaii.
That's right. It is the best way to bring us all together. In fact, my son did mention that I should move to Hawaii.
Yeah, it turns out that it's not much different than how much we pay in California to live.
Fun fact, it is 10%. Cost of living is 10% higher than LA. Honolulu is. It is only 3% higher than San Diego. And it is 16% less than San Francisco. I'm like, bro, we can do it. Anyways. Anyways, exactly I did. So anyways, guys, Discord Wednesday, right, guys? This is the screen that you guys see first, right? There's this awesome, amazing workshop that Mark and Jamie did. Mark is Jamie's husband. He helps us out as well on the Discord. They are our admins. They are amazing people. And then also in here is like kind of like it written down, like all of your basic instructions written down. I was like, can you please write it down for the video challenge, like myself? And so they wrote it down, right? To communicate with any of us, we're right there, right? There's me, there's Andy, there is the PMA mom, my mom, and then of course there is Scout and Jamie, right? And so that is how you guys communicate. You can just click on our names, voila, it pops up and you guys can send us a message there.
Do you know what I want you to go to is the daily PMA.
Daily PMA.
Yeah.
All right. Oops, wrong one. The daily PMA.
That didn't go out like I wanted to. Hold on, I'll get it right now.
There's also Nourish Your Brain.
Oh yeah, huh?
Look at this, guys. People post their food, and Christina was posting her picture with her lotion that she does. Like, she makes her own lotion, and she says it's so comforting and relaxing. So that way, when she goes to the when she's on the actual exam, it's her scent. And guys, don't ever underestimate the power of scent, of smell. It is huge. Our brains really, really connect to, like, have you guys ever smelled like perfume that maybe you're like your grandma, or cologne that your grandpa wore, and you're like, oh, and it takes you back to a good time? Smells have like a really strong effect with us. And so
Go ahead and
keep that
continue.
in
I'll
mind.
add it in just a minute.
Okay.
I got up there for you guys.
All right. And then, guys, we also have some like off-topic stuff that people post. We really, really, really try to like just keep this a community. Yes, positivity. Yes, healthy choices, but also studying, right, guys? And right here, you guys can see our Studying Brew replay. You got the Kona tube, right? I promise I will start posting Kona in the news. It's just, I try to be careful there, right? Got Kona members, and then all right here, guys, where it says study groups, these are the channels where you guys can post up questions. You guys can help each other out, which is awesome. And so here we go, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with some questions. All right. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to zoom in. Kaplan is like, I don't know why their font is so small, but whatever. We're going to roll with it. We're going to write on these things. I realize that I have not been uploading after Discord Wednesday. All right, guys. So I have preferred stock. I have T-bills and negotiable CDs. I've got corporate bonds and T bonds, and I've got common stock, right? So a couple things I see is I got 2 stocks. I got 2 ands. Ooh, and if you guys look even closer, I got 2 treasuries as well, right? Just throwing it out there. Now let's look at what the question says. Now the question says, because we did our observations. Let's look up what the question says. It says your client has long-term time horizon and is willing to accept some risk to achieve a better rate of return. Of the following, which would be least suitable? See, guys, most questions will ask you what is the most suitable, right? Most suitable. But then they're going to throw curveballs at you that will say, what is the least suitable? Of the following, which one is not suitable, right? It'll say something to that effect. You have to make sure that you slow down when it comes to this particular section of the question, because there's been so many times when I've gotten questions wrong because I missed the least, right? I'm assuming it says most, but it's actually the least, right? So it says long time horizon, can take some risk, right? Well, this is some risk. Wait, hold on. Let me change my color real quick just to kind of go through there. This is, well, let me look. The answer is negotiable CDs and T-bills, right? These are things that are in money markets. This does not give us risk. I mean, this does not give us return. These are not meant for a return. These are also very short term. So these are exact opposite. And that is why, because they're least. Long term, these are short term. Least is what we're looking for. Okay.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
And that's how you pass in 46 days.
Right. That is how you passed.
By the way, in the daily PMA and the Nourish, I put the link up there for you guys.
Boom.
So if you wanted that link to join in, he's got a newsletter, podcast, all that stuff. So you can get in on there. And it's free.
There you go.
Oh, there's a paid app, but I don't use the paid app. So
there you go.
But they have like lots of great free stuff in there. So I would just get on that. It's good. Not paid by Arnold.
No, we are not. We are not sponsored by, though. If
I wouldn't mind.
Though, if he gives us a shout out,
that'd be great.
That would be awesome. All right, guys. So this question somebody asked, never heard of this. And I agree. This is not something that we talk about usually in the 6. This is usually a question that's saved for like the 65 or 66 when you're doing long-term planning, or when you're doing more estate planning, legacy planning, right? That's usually what investment advisors or investment advisor reps do. So this is something that we don't typically see in the other
Numbers,
exams.
numbers.
It is numbers. Now,
So I was going to say this, and I know it's unfair because we already see the answer.
mhm,
But I was just to say, if I was looking at this, Brandy,
mhm.
and I see two 12s, I don't know why, but I would have probably picked one of the 12s
I would
without
have to-
doing the numbers because there's two of them there. It's probably one or the other.
Absolutely. That is absolutely true. And I, to be honest with you guys, I don't think I would have remembered that it was 12.92 over 12.46. I think it used to be 11.46, but they changed it. But again, if you're because why the 12? Because there's two 12s. That's all. Because
That's
there's
it.
two 12s. That nothing else.
Just observations, guys.
Two 12s, and it goes out 2 digits past the decimal point. The 10 and the 9 don't. Does that make sense?
Oh, go because they go into the hundreds.
Yeah, because they go into the hundredths.
Right.
Right. So now, just so you guys know what this lifetime gift exclusion means, just real quick. Lifetime gift. So you guys know that we're allowed to give up to 16,000 a year. I think it might be more than that by now, but let's just say 16 or 17,000 a year. So Brandy can give $17,000 a year to Mary. Andy can give 17,000 a year to George. Okay.
I'd love to give out 17,000.
Right. That would be awesome. And then anything above that, we get gift taxed. The givers get gift taxed. Well, what happens when a person passes away is they get to take advantage of this thing called a lifetime gift exclusion, which means that you technically probably won't see estate taxes until after you hit 12.92 million. So at 12.93 million, now your estate or your heirs will now see some sort of tax. Crazy, right? Now, check this out. Fun fact. Married couples, the spouse that passes first gives it to the second spouse. So now the second spouse has what, 24, almost 25, or probably more than 25 million
Yeah.
in their gift exclusion, the second spouse to die. But again, you have to be in a federally recognized marriage.
Ooh, I like how you got on that.
You like how
yeah,
like how
on that designation.
yes, a federally recognized
Yeah,
marriage.
and guys, don't get it all with like, well, is that common law?
Federally recognized marriage.
There you go.
It's the best way.
That's the only way.
Cleanest.
Right.
It's, guys, when you become a financial services representative and you start to realize what the rules say as far as like health designates, as far as assets, you realize that marriage does not become just a piece of paper. Crazy.
Okay, so I'm just looking at this.
Mhm.
So I got investment advisor representative. If I was looking at these answers, I would note, I'd say if there was any kind of one, they're both almost the same thing.
Yes.
One would say they are.
Yes.
So they would actually probably be crossed off in my brain.
Okay.
Because I'd be like, they're too close.
Okay.
Too close. I know there's probably some sort of like difference. But I would say too close. But on the other hand of it, I'd say wasn't sure of that. I would put a note and say, you know what? Okay, if anywhere in the question it says that they're being paid for advice of any kind, then I would say, okay, it's going to be one of those.
Okay.
Right? That's what I would probably do.
Yes.
And then a broker dealer, I'm looking for something that's in charge. Are they dealing anything? Are they releasing anything? Are they, is there some sort of brokerage mentioned? I don't know. I would look for something like that.
Okay.
And then an agent, I would just look for your basic agent. I'd just be like looking for the basic person just doing agent stuff. I don't know. That's me observing, just keeping it super simple.
Okay. You're not that far off.
I like to be not that far off, but I like to keep it simple enough to where people don't feel like it's too crazy.
I hear you. So the one thing that the 63 does though is really makes it a point that you definitely know the differences between these four. Like they slam it home.
Right.
Okay. So Andy's not that far off. Paid for advice, you're going to be an IA or an IAR. If you're an agent or a broker dealer, you're going to get paid for advice. I'm going to take it one step further. This is a firm. This is a firm. I know in the real world, we call ourselves investment advisors. We fail to put the rep on there, but the idea is officially you're an investment advisor representative.
So then we're left with an agent and a representative, which are both individuals.
Yes. See, and again, just side note, the Uniform Securities Act, person could be anything. So be sure that you guys are recognizing when I talk about an individual, I'm talking about the human.
There you go.
Okay. Now, real quick, why is this person an agent and not an IAR? Because I see Darcy, she provides advice, a variety of services to her clients. She offers investment advice, but now remember what Andy said. You're an IA or an IAR if you get paid for that advice. So she gives advice concerning securities and also analyzes the performance of the investments. However, the advice is related to her work, which is helping clients buy and sell
different securities.
So now what happens is that if advice is incidental to your job, you're not getting paid specifically for that advice, which she is not.
Plus the next sentence clears it up.
That is what makes her an agent. And yes, and she's only compensated for completing transactions.
By the way, if you guys didn't know, a lot of times advisors do not get paid on the transaction of the completion of a transaction.
Nope, you have to be registered to get paid on the completion of a transaction as the appropriate broker-dealer or an agent.
Advisors get paid for their advice.
Exactly.
There you go.
Boom. Yeah, it's like one of those things where I hate to be like sticklers when it comes to this stuff, but it's like in the 63 specifically, they get you on you saying like, you know how I always say same difference?
That's why you're sitting here. For me, it's just the fact that I'm just making observations as a common person who probably didn't study a lot.
Yeah. And you were good. You were not that, like I said, just the details, really.
And again, I would have got it right because she didn't get paid for advice.
Nope, she did not.
Just a common folk.
Right. And she represents a firm.
There you go.
Boom. All right. So this question says, okay, so let's read the answers, right? To act as an advocate for investors in the marketplace, to protect investors by overseeing registration of securities, to encourage compliance with federal and state securities laws, to promote high standards of ethical behavior for member firms and their associated persons, right? So if you notice, this is a person, this is a security, this is a, well, compliance is people, sorry.
It's a person.
It's a person. Well, I'm going to say
compliance
people.
Officer, I guess.
Right. To promote high standards of ethical behavior is people, right? So then the only one different is B. And it just so happens that the only one different that's B, because that one has to do with securities, is also the one that's accept.
Now, probably some people were like, well, how did you know that that was not a person? Because it says to protect investors by overseeing. How do you know that protection is not a person?
Grammar.
And it's an entity.
Grammar, because we're talking about registration of securities. We're talking about being an advocate. We're talking about compliance, and we're talking about standards of ethical behavior.
Didn't correct your oval on that one.
And that one's like, I don't even know what you're doing.
I find it interesting when I see it correct all those different
I know, and then sometimes they don't. I mean, look at how perfect that box is.
That's beautiful.
I know. I didn't do that. But you guys see what I did there? You got to look at, not to sound like an English teacher, but you got to look at the subject of the statement.
Right, the context and the words
exactly.
do mean a lot, and especially when you're in law, like 63 and 26.
Yeah,
those words mean everything.
Yes, they do.
Hence why Brandy corrected me on that one.
Why you say it like that? I like that.
I'm just giving observations as if I didn't study.
I know. All right, so let's do one more SIE.
Hey, this comes from Emily.
Yes. Okay, this one I actually saw the other day when I was.
Hey, she's actually on.
Yes. I saw this question the other day, and I was like, I know this question. Okay, guys. Look, I've got shorting, buying, right? Now we got calls, puts. And if you guys do options the way I do options, the first thing I do is I always look at the buyer versus the seller. Okay. So that's my first step. So short, buy, right? So to make a long story short, if I'm a seller, I'm trying to get some income. And if I'm a buyer, I'm trying to protect or hedge. Now, the reason why I'm shortening this is because, one, for time, but also because of this. Why do I buy insurance? To protect my assets. Why do I sell insurance? Let's be real, to make money.
Okay. Well, that doesn't get any more simpler than that, right?
Okay. Now,
all the people on here are like, I feel that.
I get you. I get you. So the first thing I'm going to look for is, am I buying or selling? So I'm long the shares of Apple Inc. I'm not endorsing Apple. I'm just purely reading the question. Apple is trading at 500. She is concerned that Apple might fall. Okay. So I own it, first of all, and I'm concerned it might fall in price. So I'm concerned it's going to fall. So I'm like to hedge her position. Boom, I'm going to be a buyer. Now I drew my arrow down because why? I am buying an arrow. I'm buying the arrow. I'm buying the insurance on the down market. I'm buying an insurance to protect myself against a down market. Down is put it down. Boom. Mic drop.
There you go.
Keep it simple when it comes to options, guys. Do it in 2 pieces. Are you the buyer or the seller? And then, am I buying an arrow or am I selling an arrow?
Trust in the arrow.
Trust in the arrow. Trust the arrow.
How do you
Buy
know?
the arrow.
How do you know it goes downward? Fall.
Put down.
Fall. It
Yeah.
says fall.
Oh yeah, it says fall.
Fall in price.
Because we call up and we put down.
They don't call it falling up.
No, they
They call
don't.
it falling down.
That's right. Unless you're one of those like positive people that say, I fell up.
The other day, my daughter, she was laying on the couch. I'm like, I need you to get up. I am up. I'm all, no, you're laying down. It's not called laying up. Anyways, see,
Yes.
it's all in the words.
That's right.
All right, everybody. Thank you, Angel, for giving us that awesome testimony. And Angel wasn't the only pastor we had over this holiday weekend. We definitely had 4 pastors. Congratulations to them all. We are working with people that are not wanting to be recognized. Guys, we have broken into the military.
Yes, we have.
And we are working with folks that are in the military now.
Yes, we are.
And let's just say that they don't want to be recognized for these things. They're, you know, they're making moves. Let's just say that.
Yes.
And so congratulations. It's awesome to be working with all these amazing people, and all of you put in the work. You did the hard work. You got your pass notices, and it's just time to keep going. And if you haven't gotten your pass notice yet, it only happens one way, and that's consistency and hard work. I wish there was an easier way around it, but there's not, because it has value. Don't short the value. Be excited about the value. Get in there, put in the work, get excited about what you're doing, because you're becoming part of a very elite group of people in this country. So get excited about it. Be happy that you're on this track. And when it gets rough, that's when you dig deep into that why. And you just stay focused, to the laser beam focus.
Yes.
We're back on our regular schedule tomorrow, folks, for our live sessions. We got our Studying Brew tomorrow night, same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, everybody, stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep that positive mental attitude. PM there, everybody. Have a good night.
Thank you guys so much for being on. We super appreciate you. Don't forget to take those quick quizzes, break them down, why wrong. We'll see you guys next time. Have a great one.
Woohoo!